This is a PSA. Well, actually, it's a podcast called PSA. Hosted by a man named Justin Jarzombek. Please, don't stop what you're doing, just listen. If you ever have to shit during the duration of his ramblings, please do not hesitate to listen as you do so. In addition, do not feel bad for the man you are about to listen to. Contrary to popular belief, he does not have a mental disorder, his brain just works like this. For he is painfully self-aware.
Okay, all right. Welcome back, everyone. PSA, episode 6, I believe. I believe that's what this is. Oh my God, welcome. 2021, January. Okay? We're back. We're back, baby. This is my year. This is my year. Okay? 2021, we're going to come at this year with just a brand new energy. And that's involving everything. That's involving myself. That's involving how I view the world, you know? I hate I guess we're just getting right into it, huh? I hate when people do that. I hate when people take a new year as an excuse to say they're going to work harder when, in all honesty, they're not. They're not. Because they could have done that beginning of December, you know? They could have done that end of December. But no, they decided to wait. That's so annoying. Like, dude, just do it. Just do whatever you're going to do. And it's always the same people always saying that kind of shit, right? They said it at the end of 2018, they said at the end of 2019, and now they're saying at the end of 2020. All the same people, they all get their gym memberships for only, they get them for the whole year, but they only go for January, and then that's it, and then they end up paying it until the next year, right? Absolutely ridiculous. Oh my God. Okay, we're back into it. We're doing it, okay? I say that too much. I say we're doing it, but we are. We're doing it. That's physically, that's what we're doing. The podcast, I mean. I didn't write anything down for this one. This one's 100% improv. This is 100%, as if it's not usually improv enough, the podcast. This one, I have nothing written down. The only thing I'm looking at right now is like the audio, which, by the way, if it fucking cuts out again, I'll just kill everything. I'll kill my computer, because I consider it to be a person. I'll kill my phone. I'll kill this whole studio. How about that? How about if it cuts out, I'll be donezo. How about that? I was so mad last week on the podcast. I've never been so steaming mad in my entire lifetime in front of a camera. I've never been so steaming mad. And I think it made for a great podcast. I think, actually, that was my favorite episode. Even though it kept cutting out, I think it was. It was a good episode. There was so much shit I wanted to talk about, too. Oh, yeah. Okay. We're going to talk about that a little bit. All the eggs. Oh, wait, no. We already talked about that. Fuck! I was going to say all the eggs at every hotel taste exactly the same and look exactly the same. Ridiculous. Dude, they remind me of school lunches. You guys remember? Who remembers school lunches here? Why would they serve us milk in the middle of the day, man? Why would they do that to us? That was so whack, dude. Give me water, please. Just give me a water. Dude, it costs money for water. I remember it cost money for a water bottle, but milk was free. What? Don't do that to me. Don't do that to me. Don't give me milk at such a young age in the middle of the day, because then I develop a fucking lactose problem. I'm sorry for all you guys listening that had that such a big bang. You guys might have the AirPod Pros and noise canceling on the AirPod Pros. You might be noise canceling and only listening to my voice, and me banging it against the table probably lost your view. You're probably not even here anymore. If you're listening with AirPod Pros, or if you were listening with AirPod Pros, and you had the noise canceling on and it was just you, dude, you're gone. You're gone already, and I'm so sorry about that. I'm so sorry. Dude, I miss doing stand-up comedy so bad. I miss doing stand-up comedy so bad. Because this is great. This is awesome. I love doing this podcast. It's great. But guess what? I feel as if I'm an insane person in a padded room. And I'm in a straitjacket. Because guess what? I'm in a padded room. I'm in a completely padded room. Who am I talking to? 0 people. It feels like I'm talking to 0 people. I know I'm talking to at least 60 people that listen to this every time. But it feels like I'm talking to 0 people. You know? Because I have to do this, and then I have to edit it myself, and I laugh at myself. And then I get so inside my head. I get so inside my own head. My head, a great place to be. I would consider my head to be an amusement park. But have you ever read Kingdom Keepers? Huh? That was a book when I was in elementary school. Kingdom Keepers is a book about these freaking kids, these group of hoodlums, I would consider them. They would go into the Disney parks, I think in like their dreams or some shit, but it was like after hours and shit, right? They would go into the Disney parks after hours and it'd be like real creepy and shit. And that's how it is when I don't get to do stand-up. My brain is real creepy and shit when you're there after hours, okay? I wouldn't consider it be creepy and shit. I'll just like sit in my bed and I'll think of like a bit and I'll go, haha. Like that's weird. That I'm making myself laugh. That's super weird. And that's why I stopped using the mic. Honestly, that's why I stopped using the mic stand. I'm holding it like I'm doing stand-up right now. By the way, every stand-up comedian never holds it up here. They never do that. If you're a stand-up comedian, the first rule of stand-up is to hold the microphone where the wire is. Hold it as low to the ground as possible. Low to the ground. As low to the bottom of the mic. Okay? That's the first rule of stand-up. First couple rules of stand-up, okay? Listen, I'm such a beginner. I shouldn't even be saying this, but from what I've learned, okay? Number 1, never do a plane bit in your first 5 minutes that you make, okay? Don't do a bit about a plane. Because everyone does a bit about a plane. Unless you have something super unique, like a story where you were on a plane and like a baby was a terrorist or something. That'd be interesting. But what I'm saying is, don't make a bit about the exit row. Because it's been done 80,000 times. Okay? And if I could find my bit about the exit row, I might do that next week. I might go back into my old bits and do them. Because if I could find my bit on my exit row, you guys would be like, oh my God, I feel like that's been done 40,000 times. Okay? So be interesting. That's rule number 1. Also tied with rule number 1, hold the microphone as low as you possibly can. Pretty much hold the wire and like jiggle it around a lot. That's what every stand-up comedian does. Literally, my first like 3 open mics, I knew my jokes were gonna flop, so I just did the same jokes, but I just did them just so I could see how I wanted to hold the mic. And this is how I decided. I wanted to put my thumb in the back. Isn't that stupid? Yeah, that's stupid. Kingdom Keepers, I'm going back to it. I live in Florida. I grew up in Florida. Really, I live in LA right now. But I'm in Florida right now, visiting for the holidays. Maybe staying even longer because there's a second strain of COVID and we might not be able to go back because that would literally be so ass. That'd be the worst thing possible. But that might be what we need to do due to the fact that there's a pandemic going on, right? Can't plan anything. Anyway. Kingdom Keepers. Was going back to that, right? Okay, I'm in Florida right now. I grew up in Florida. I grew up in the town that Walt Disney built. Isn't that something? The name of the town is Celebration. What were we celebrating? I don't know. Lack of diversity that we had, maybe? Everyone in this town drives a minivan and is named Rachel and has 3 white kids. And is white. And that's not a racist thing. That's an observational thing. Because Disney built this town. Super weird. So, I grew up here, and I once got to stay at the Cinderella Castle in Magic Kingdom, which you might not know, there's like a hotel room there. It's like a really cool big hotel room. And I once got to stay there, and you get to stay overnight, obviously, and you get to walk around the park at like 2 a.m. if you want. That was so scary. Did you know that? I was like 12. I cried when we passed Haunted Mansion because I was like, uh-oh, ghosts are going to come out and kill me. Did you know that? Hey, Mom, did you know that the ghosts from Haunted Mansion are going to come out and kill me right now? Dude, I hate Haunted Mansion so much. If you listen to Thinking with Both Heads, which is my other podcast with my friend Michael Campion, if you listen to that, you'll know my gag reflex is so bad. Like, it'll go off at any point, for anything, any reason. And let me tell you something, the Haunted Mansion makes it go off, so bad. It makes it go off literally so bad. Every single time, dude. I'm almost 20. I'm almost a 20-year-old man. It is scaring me right now to think of the Haunted Mansion at Disney. That's not good. I should talk to a therapist about that probably, huh? It's disgusting. It's scary. Why do people like that shit? There's people who that's like their favorite ride. Hey man, why not Space Mountain? That one's way more fun. What, you like looking at the ghosts and the ghouls, the stuff that's supposed to scare you? That's stupid. Don't look at that. Don't have fun while you're looking at that. That's super weird. Dude, and I know it's fake, but it's still scary, okay? Yes, Haunted Mansion scares me. That's weird. You know what also scares me? It's a Small World. Oh, so scary. For a completely different reason, because it's not trying to be scary. But it is so scary. They should burn that ride down to the ground. And they're like, oh, no, we shouldn't. Like, we're never going to remodel it. We're never going to redo it, because that was the first ride at Disney. Hey, man, get rid of it. Y'all got rid of, the old weird costumes that, Mickey and Minnie, used to be, because they were outdated. So is It's a Small World. Either revamp it to be less creepy, or get rid of it. If I was trapped in... You know what? If I was trapped in any ride, in any single ride in Disney World, overnight, oh my God, I would freak out. It would be like I went to Vietnam. I would have PTSD. I swear to God, it would be like I went to Vietnam for 10 years. It'd be like I fought every war that has ever happened. That's what it would feel like for me. I'd have PTSD for so long. There's a ride. It's called Expedition Everest. It's supposed to be like the Yeti. You go to see the Yeti. There's a big mountain. There's a giant, it's Mount Everest. It's a replica of Mount Everest, and you go through it, and you're supposed to see the Yeti. Dude, I've yet to see the Yeti, because at the end you see it, I close my eyes every time. I'm almost 20, okay? I've yet to see the Yeti. I've yet to see it. The first time I went on it, I was closing my eyes the entire time, and then I heard the Yeti, so I knew exactly where it was. So now every single time I go on it, I close my eyes. Isn't that terrible? That's a terrible thing. Why? You're almost 20, Justin. You're almost 20. Hey man, you voted this year, but you have to close your eyes when you go on Mount Everest because the Yeti's kind of scary? Yep. Dude, what? I have to close my eyes because I don't want to see an animatronic Yeti. A thing that's not even real. It's not real. Weird. The only place I really like in Disney World is Tomorrowland, because that's where Space Mountain is, and that's where all the shit is. Dude, I want to live in the future. Listen, I'm telling you, in 10 years, these are going to be my two cars for the rest of my life. I'm going to get a Tesla Cybertruck. Absolutely, I'm getting a Cybertruck, and then I'm going to get a Lamborghini Aventador. Okay? Let's talk about the Cybertruck first. The Cybertruck is the coolest car on the history of on the face of the planet. Everyone might say, "Oh my God, the Cybertruck is so ugly. The Cybertruck is disgusting." Okay, dude, I talked about Disney World for too long. My gag reflex is going to go off. That's terrible. The Cybertruck is the coolest thing to ever come out because Elon Musk said, "Hey, I want to make a thing that looks like it's from the future." Not even like it looks like from the future. Dude, that's not how cars are ever going to look, right? That's how cars in movies about the future look. And that's fucking sweet that he did that. That's so awesome. He said, I watched all these movies about the future, and obviously this isn't what the future is going to look like, because when my dad was my age and when my grandfather was my age, they thought there was going to be flying cars by now. And not my age, when we were all 10, when my dad was 10 and when my grandfather was 10, they both thought that there was going to be flying cars by the time they're their age. And when I was 10, I thought there was going to be flying cars by the time I'm their age. Guess what? There's definitely not. So, the future's going to look mostly the same. But Elon said, no, this is what we'd like the future to look like, right? I'm bringing it here right now. And I go, dude, that's the coolest thing ever. Give me 5. I'll take 5. I want one of every variety. I want one with the camping mode that has the tent on top that you can sleep above. Awesome. I want one that only holds the ATV at all times. Yeah, that's right. He made an ATV with it. Like it's fucking Blade Runner 2035 or whatever the shit that movie is. I want that version. I want all of them to be self-driving. All of them. All 5. All 5. Ready to go. Self-driving. I can fall asleep behind the wheel. The Cybertruck will do the rest. Okay? That's how cool it is. Then, I want a Lamborghini Aventador, right? Listen, I'm going to be completely honest right now. I can't tell the difference between all the Lamborghinis, but I saw a Aventador. Rappers always rap about the Aventador, and I say, okay, I want a Aventador. I don't even know if I'm saying it right. I couldn't even tell you if it's a real car. I looked it up like one time, and I was like, yep, that's the one I want. I always knew I wanted a Lamborghini because it's cool to have, it's just cool to say, hey, I have a Lamborghini. Isn't that cool? And it's cool to say it to myself, hey, you have a Lamborghini. That's really cool. But Aventador, I want it to be the biggest one and the thinnest one. So it looks like a panini going down the road. Just the complete opposite of the Cybertruck. That'd be awesome. That'd be so awesome. Dude, how cool would that be? If the only 2 things in my driveway were a Cybertruck and a Lamborghini. Oh my God, that'd be so awesome. That'd be so dope. And I get the Cybertruck, the only color that it comes in, the gray or whatever it is. And then I get the Lamborghini, like, the same gray. So they match. Or I get it, like, black. Oh, that'd be so cool. And we're going to get it. I'm going to get it from podcasting. Yeah, Justin. That's what's going to happen. Oh, my God. I'm literally an 8-year-old. I'm an 8-year-old in an almost 20-year-old's body. Isn't that weird? I get scared at the Haunted Mansion, and also I'm like, when I grow up, I want a Lamborghini because it looked cool. That's what's happening. That's what's happening. Live your dreams to the fullest. That's what I'm trying to say here. Because it's 2021, and this is your year. Hey, man, quit it. Guess what? The day just changed. The day just changed. It could be March 5th. The day could have changed from March 4th to March 5th, and you could have said, okay, tomorrow I'm going to start. But it had to be a different year for you to go, okay, I'm going to start. Dude, I know so many people who started podcasts, like people like TikTokers I interact with, friends I know, they started podcasts because I started one. And then I ask them, hey, did you start one because I started one? And they go, no, I've always wanted to do one. And I said, okay. I said, yeah, it really seems like it. But dude, go you. Go you. But don't just do it because you say, oh, 2021, this is my year, blah, 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 blah. Don't do that. That's the last thing you should ever do. Tap, tap, tap. Tap, tap, tap. Is this going to get copyrighted because I was just singing Tap by Nav? It's very possible. It's not possible. That's not going to happen. What else is there, man? Dude, it's been 17 minutes, 30-some seconds. All improv. Didn't write a single thing down today. Dude, got invited to a party yesterday. Hey, guess what? Still a pandemic. Did you know that? Okay, yeah, still a pandemic, but if comedy clubs were like open and crowded as shit, would I go? Yeah, I would. So that's like, no, because that's like a job thing. That's okay if it's like a job thing. And then I wouldn't go see like my, like people I know that would be at risk, right? Like you wouldn't do that. But these kids are going to parties and then they're going home to their moms and dads and grandmas and grandpas. Not cool. Dude, how are these comedy clubs going to stay open? I'm in Florida right now. They're all open. It's not like they were thriving before. Who's dying to go see Florida comedy, you know? But still, they're doing it. How are these LA comedy clubs and these New York comedy clubs going to survive? I really hope they do. Because if they don't, Florida might be like the new spot. And I don't want Florida to be the new spot. That'd be terrible. Florida sucks. Florida really sucks. all the memes you see of like people like hating on Florida all the time, 100% justified because it sucks here and I hate it. I really don't like it. I don't know if the beaches are nice, cool, whatever. Miami's like kind of cool, whatever. Tampa's kind of cool, whatever, but nothing is like, whoa. I guess the amusement parks, but guess what? They got the same amusement parks in LA, so why don't you just go to LA? Universal is a lot bigger here, though, than it is in LA. I'll give you that. If you're going for, we want to go to the one that's bigger, bleh, I guess come here. Yeah, that should be the next Florida slogan. Our amusement parks are a little bigger than the ones in LA. So weird. When I went to Disney in LA for the first time, I thought I was having a fever dream. It was so weird because like I grew up near Disney, so I know everything there is to know about Disney. I've seen all of it, 100% of it. And then when I went there, it was like everything was the same, but just like a little different. It's like dude, I had a dream the other day that there was a McDonald's attached to the 7-Eleven that's like near here, like my closest gas station has a McDonald's right next to it. But I had a dream, and the setting of it was that the McDonald's was in the 7-Eleven gas station, and then the drive-thru was like behind it. So it was like that. It was like so close to being the same, but then my brain was like, what? This isn't the same. This is weird. Crazy, man. Shit is nuts. Dude, I had McDonald's last night. Let me tell you something. I've been wanting to throw up all day. And is that because I've been thinking of the Haunted Mansion? Maybe. But also, maybe not. I've just been wanting to throw up all day because McDonald's is just the worst. I talked about McDonald's in the second episode, I believe, but I'm going to talk about it again, okay? There's something in it that's just like, man, I got to go back for more because I never feel good while I'm eating it. I don't feel good at any point. It doesn't even taste good. The taste isn't good. The taste is not good of McDonald's. It's really not. But hey, I ate it. And then I booped it out today. That's the best I can say about it. That's the best thing I can say about McDonald's is that I went in my body and then the next day it left. That's the best thing there is to say about it. Dude, I stopped eating McDonald's for like 2 years because I was like, okay, this is really not good food, right? This food is terrible. It's terrible for me. It's not helping me when I go to the gym, which, by the way, we'll talk about. It's not helping me when I'm going to the gym. Why am I even eating it? So I stopped eating it for like 2 years. Then, of course, Travis Scott comes out with a McDonald's meal. Nothing special about it. I didn't even like what the meal was. Did I go get it twice? You're absolutely right. I got it twice. Why? How does one man have so much influence over my life? I don't know what he could do that I wouldn't support. And when I say that, I mean like clothes-wise, food-wise. I don't mean like his beliefs and things, okay? So let's calm down, blue-haired girls in the comments, because that's not what I meant, okay? Do blue-haired girls understand that when they dye their hair blue, that's what they become? Do they understand that? And are they like that before, or are they like that because they dyed their hair blue, or does it come hand in hand? It's like, oh, I have all these super hard beliefs, and I get on people for like freaking out, and I get on people because they may have said something that they didn't actually mean, and their words may have been a little twisted. But then I get on them, so now I should dye my hair blue? Is that what it is? Is that what it says? Is that what they say? Is that in the handbook for blue hair girls? And it's like, dude, I don't understand how someone can be so unself-aware. Because if you're like a blue hair girl, if you literally have blue hair and you have those beliefs, you need to say when people make fun of you, you need to say, oh yeah, obviously, like I know everyone, I know. That's what you need to do. I swear to God, that is like my biggest pet peeve with people, is that when you get made fun of for something like completely accurate, that's like something that you are, something that you completely are. Like, dude, I got made fun of all the time because not all the time, but I got made fun of because I was like short and I had Justin Bieber haircut. So people would call me like Justin Bieber and they call me short, and I'd be like, and I used to get mad at it. And then one day I was like, oh wait, I am short and I do have a Justin Bieber haircut. And it's like, dude, be self-aware enough and then be confident. How about that? I don't understand that about people. Like, that's why I started doing like the fuckboy thing on TikTok, like the ha, because that's exactly what I look like. That is so exactly what I look like. And I'm making fun of myself and how I look, and I'm heightening it to a 10, to an 11, because I'm self-aware enough to do that. And I just wish people were also self-aware enough to do that. And there's a ton of people who are. But there's a ton of people who are not. Who just are not. Right? It's craziness. And I would tell you guys my opening joke right now for stand-up, because it's very self-aware, but I'm not going to do that. I'll tell you my second opening joke. I say I'm 19, but I look like my mom just dropped me off here. And guess what she did? Because she has the car on Fridays. And that's what it looks like, because when I'm in LA, it looks like I still live with my parents, obviously. And it looks like I'm 15 years old, obviously, when I'm like all shaved and shit. Not when you see this fucking beard of a man that you see in front of you, this absolute brawny paper towel beard that you see. Oh my God. Dude, I haven't shaved in like 4 weeks, and this is as much as it grows out. Isn't that disgusting? It sure is. Craziness. Absolute craziness. Now I'm just using filler words. Oh, dude, that's craziness. What's craziness, Justin? Tell me what exactly is craziness, okay? Okay. Let's talk about Whole Lotta Red. Let's talk about Playboi Carti's new album, Whole Lotta Red. And listen, if you don't know who Playboi Carti is, or you don't listen to Playboi Carti, or whatever, I'm sure you know who he is if you're listening to this, because he probably came from TikTok. He's got a lot of TikTok songs. Whatever. Let's talk about it, right? So I'll explain it first. So Playboi Carti has been teasing an album for like 2 or 3 years, or however long it was, right? He's been teasing it forever and ever, and people were getting really mad because he was like, oh, I'm going to drop it on Monday, like 6 months ago, and he didn't drop it. And then he's like, oh, I'm going to drop it at this time, and then he didn't drop it. And there was so many rumors, and then people were just getting really mad, right? So then he finally drops it on Christmas of this year, and everyone, dude, I think I already talked about this last week, but I have more thoughts and opinions on it now. Everyone was in my TikTok live as I was listening to it for the first time. Everyone was there like, oh, this is trash. This is trash. I was like, dude, I'm halfway through the album. I started it as soon as it happened. How can you tell if it's trash? They were like, oh, I listened to 10 seconds of every single song and it's trash. Dude, get the fuck out of here with that. I think I did talk about that last week, but that was just ridiculous. So here are some more thoughts about it. I watched someone and they said it's not mid. It's either trash or it's absolutely fire. And that is a complete correct statement, because the production, absolutely amazing. Playboi Carti's trying new stuff, absolutely amazing. He's trying to mix 2 genres together. Dude, insanity. That's so awesome that hip-hop can do that, because like you can mix 2 genres together. Like you can mix like psychedelic rock with hip-hop. You can mix drill music with hip-hop. It's super cool. You can mix punk music with hip-hop, and that's what he was going for here, right? And let me tell you, I think it's one of the best albums to come out this year. I think it's a fantastic album. I listened to it in the wrong setting the first time, and I was like, there's situations where this could be fire. Dude, live, when he gets to play those songs live, it's going to be absolutely nuts. I'm going to go to a show 100% when I can, and it's going to be absolutely nuts. I got punched in the eyeball at Travis Scott, at a Travis Scott concert. Travis Scott concert, you shouldn't get punched in the eyeball at. If I got punched in the eyeball at Travis Scott, I'm going to get my dick ripped off at Playboi Carti. Did you know that? I knew that. because I'm from the future, and I came back to do a podcast, but I never talk about how I'm from the future, except for when I'm talking about Playboy Cardi. And that's just a cold fact. Frick. I think the song with Kid Cudi, it's called Metamorphosis. I think that is like one of the most well-produced songs I've ever heard in my life. There's so many different things going on. And when I listen to it when I work out, dude, I hit my max for at least 10. 100%. When he goes, I feel like God, I say, Cardi, I'm not going to necessarily say that I feel like God right now, but I understand the feeling that that you're going for here, because I'm getting a little taste of that right now. I'm getting a little taste when I hit my max for 10. When he goes, I feel like God, and when you feel like this, can't nobody tell you shit, I go, absolutely. Absolutely, Cardi. When I feel like this, when I'm hitting my max for 10, and I have a dope-ass pump afterwards, I'm like, Cardi, you're right. Can't nobody tell me shit. It's absolutely, it's a great album in my opinion, and I don't understand how people are hating on it so badly. They're not anymore. They're not hitting on it anymore because they understand. They're starting to understand. They're on the wave. And dude, when he drops Deluxe, and it's going to be all the leaks plus a couple more that everyone was waiting for, they're going to go, oh my God, wait, that first album is so new, and I got used to it, and oh my God, it's amazing. Yeah, man. Yeah, it is. I was going to say I don't like when people pass judgment too quickly, but guess what? That is my whole thing, is passing judgment too quickly on things and people. I don't like when people pass judgment too quickly on, like, art, and that's super pretentious and stupid to say, but I don't like it. I don't like it when someone goes halfway through a movie, this movie is the worst movie I've ever seen in my entire life. Actually, you can actually say that. I don't like it when people... I don't know what I don't like anymore. I have no idea what I like and don't like anymore. Who knows? This podcast is about self-discovery, okay? Everywhere I go, I get paper. That's going to get copyrighted 100% because I sounded just like Playboy Cardi there. What happened at the gym today? Any antics happening at the gym today? Dude, I haven't been eating enough calories, and I've been seeing my muscle go down. It's ridiculous. I'm going to get back on creatine. I thought creatine was making me lose my hair. It's not. I just have a mature hairline now because it's not moving anymore. And guess what? People tell me my hairline looks like Harry Styles, and it's the only thing that's giving me confidence about my hairline anymore. It's true. It's 100% true. And I don't wear a hat every time because I'm unconfident about my hairline. Look what happens when I take my hat off. Yep. I have to do my hair in order for it to look okay. Also, I just like the way hats, like trucker hats like this, look on me. And, dude, I've been wearing trucker hats since before the Sway Boys, so I don't want to hear about it, okay? They got that drip from me. I've been wearing trucker hats since freshman year because I used to wear them for golf. Oh, dude, I was on the golf team. Yep. I was on the golf team in high school. Ladies. Nope. Didn't play football. My best friend played football. Nope. Didn't play basketball. One of my other friends played basketball. What did I do to attract the chicks? I played golf. Yep. And it worked. I'm kidding, it didn't. I'm down very bad right now. But it's all good. We're going to keep trucking along. That's so funny. That is hilarious. What else is there to talk about, man? We can make some shit up. Let's do it. Let's make some shit up. I keep going to 7-Eleven to get these jugs of water here. And this is the only jug that they have at 7-Eleven. And I hate it because I don't like how the inside plastic of this water tastes because they're water bottles, Zephyr Hills. I don't know if you guys have Zephyr Hills where you live, because I know when I go to LA, they don't have Zephyr Hills. But it's a brand of water here in Florida, and it's like the main brand of water here. And it tastes okay when there's a regular bottle, but it tastes bad in a jug setting. It tastes bad in a jug setting, okay? And that's never, ever something I thought that I would say and it be recorded forever and always, but I did it. I did it. Dude, I've been doing these workouts at the gym, right? There's this guy, his name is Tik Jarzombek. He's a giant bodybuilder. Never have seen someone with a bigger and more lean physique in my whole life, right? So I watch him on YouTube. He's huge. And I understand why now, because I've been following his workouts. Oh my God, they're so hard. The leg workout, dude, you start with leg extensions where you sit down normally and then from your knees to your feet, you just lift up. You just lift up like that. Dude, you do one set of 70. What? You start with like how much you can do for 10, and then you just keep dropping the weight with no rest in between until you hit 70. Bro, and that's the first workout. I threw up in the container that the towels are supposed to go in. Remember I talked about those little bitch towels? I threw up in the container full of dirty ones. Terrible. And me thinking about throwing up right now? Probably going to make me throw up in a minute. JK. I had to say JK like you weren't going to see in 1 minute if I was going to throw up or not. I did the back workout today from that guy. How does he do it? How does he do it? It was literally, it was 4 sets of 12 pull-ups, supersetted with 4 sets of something else, I don't even know, with no rest in between. And then it was deadlifts after that. Bro, my legs are still sore from doing 1 set of 70, you freak. I don't know if I could be a bodybuilder. I would have to put everything else to the side in order to be a bodybuilder. Like, that is some legitimate dedication. And dude, the eating, the eating is so hard. You might think, oh my God, what? You just get to eat all the food you want? Dude, try stuffing 4,000 calories down your gullet every day. So hard. Yeah, sure. Try eating McDonald's 4,000 calories. You can't do it. You cannot do it. It's so difficult. It's legit. I don't understand. I have to have like 12 tiny meals a day in order to meet the goal. I'm not a good eater in general. Like, I'm not good at eating a lot of food, like, in general. Like, I can go with 2 meals a day and be completely fine. But, dude, this is like some next level shit, and I don't even really know why I'm doing it. Trying to look like a Greek god, I guess, which I would consider myself. I already do. You can tell by my Adam's apple that I'm a Greek god. If you're just listening to this right now, you can tell by my Adam's apple and the voluptuousness of my burps, of my protein burps, you can tell I'm a Greek god. Can you not? I'm a Greek Polish god. Dude, why are there so many people in my TikTok comments always asking if I'm Polish, bro? Why do you need to know so badly? I swear to God, at least 20% of my comments are filled with people asking if I'm Polish. Like, I've never been to Poland, but are people like that passionate about being Polish? So many people asking, are you Polish? Is your surname Polish? Is your last name Polish? Are you Polish? Yeah, dude, but I don't know anything about Poland or being Polish. I know pierogies. Is that a thing? And then there was also a girl in my freshman year English class who was Polish, and I used to talk to her about it, and she used to say that there was Kit Kat McFlurries at the McDonald's in Poland. Okay, those are the 2 things I know. I know about pierogies, and I know about the Kit Kat McFlurries in Poland. Is that it? Is that all I need to know in order to be Polish? Because my last name, that's all I know about my last name. Isn't that something sad? I don't know if it's sad, because I don't really care. I could learn more about it. But I'd rather just 2 facts be related to food and one of them be about the McDonald's in Poland. That's what I'd rather happen. Oh my God. Oh my God. I want to go to Poland, bro. I want to go somewhere. This COVID thing. This COVID thing is getting out of hand, isn't it? Hey, Mr. Uninteresting Man, stop it. Hey, this COVID thing is getting out of hand. We hope 2021 is a better year. Hashtag fuck 2020. If you say hashtag fuck 2020, I want to take all your belongings and I want to burn them. Hey, man, obviously. And you know I mean it when I hit the B in obviously. Dude, if you say hashtag fuck 2020, yeah, man, yeah, it was not a great year. It was probably the worst in our lifetime, okay? So obviously, like, don't do that. I caved at the beginning of the year, and I made a 2020 joke, and that was the last day I would ever make a joke related to a year. Ever. I said, like, in March, at the end of March or something, when quarantine had started at the beginning of March, I was like, this isn't the roaring 20s, this is the screaming 20s, which I thought was kind of funny. Like, if you just said that, like, if you said it with your voice, that would be kind of funny and kind of, like, clever. But the fact that I put it on Twitter and I was expecting like 1,000 retweets, oh my God, don't do that, Justin. That was a terrible idea. That was equivalent to you putting a laughing emoji, okay? Laughing emojis are just the worst. Just the worst. They weren't the worst in middle school, and then they became the worst because everyone started overusing them, and then it's like, okay, my man, that's enough. You have had enough. There hasn't been a time in the past 5 years where I've seen someone put a laughing emoji and I go, oh yeah, that deserved that. Not one time. Not a single time. Yeah. Okay. All right, guys. That was it. That was episode, what, 6? Something like that? Dude, hashtag fuck 2020, am I right? Let's make 2021 a better year for all of us. Dude, just make the day better, make the week better, and then hopefully the year will be better, okay? Don't worry about that. It's all good. Vaccine's coming out. Oh, dude, I heard some people talking about the vaccine that said, I have some opinions on that. I don't care. People I grew up with, I don't care about your opinion on the vaccine. Either take it or don't take it. I'm going to take it because that's what everybody else is doing. That's what the majority is doing, so I'm going to do it. And you might say I'm a sheeple or whatever. But like I said before, I'm not ever going to be the guy to go, see, shouldn't have taken it, see. If everybody else is doing it, old Justy J is doing it, okay? Okay. And I guess that's what people started following me for the podcast for. That's what they started trailing behind me doing a podcast, man. Because if old Justy J's doing it, they're doing it too. So go get your vaccine, man. Okay. Justin Jarzombek, that's me, baby. This is PSA, Painfully Self-Aware. I'll see you on the next episode. Every Monday, PSA is coming out. Every Wednesday, Thinking with Both Heads, other podcast is coming out. I've been struggling to do a video every weekend, like a YouTube video. I've been really struggling to do that. Just due to the fact that, like, I have a lot of people that are busy. I don't really have a cameraman. So it's hard to do, like, a sketch kind of video. And I will be making more cringe reports soon. 100%. TikTok, Instagram, posting on there regularly. Love you guys. I'm out. Peace.